24 crews who set out. These are the finalists. The champions last year were Italy, same outfit, they're in lane 5, but furthest away in lane number 1 for Australia, the awesome foursome. Olympic champions in 1992, and they won the World Championship in 91 and in 90 on the comeback trail. It's particularly because Italy, the favourites, were turned over by Great Britain in the semi-final. Now, was that a fluke or was that the real thing?
Yeah, but did you see the bows of the Italian four lifting there in those first 3 or 4 strokes? Gone off very, very fast, very high rates of striking there, and Italy and Germany nearest to us, the leading crews initially in these first few strokes. Poland 2, short, upright there, the big man at 2, very upright stance. And here again, just look at the way the bow of the Italian crew in lane 2 lifts there in those first few strokes. You can see daylight underneath it. Big power going into those first few strokes. And a mark of Italian rowing, very horizontal drive there as they connect with the water and drive the legs. In the earlier heats, they tend to sit in the middle of the pack and qualify, but then in the finals, they get out fast. And here's Australia on the comeback trail. Australia took a couple of years out, and this year they're trying to get themselves back into the winning way, and here they are in the final, a very good performance for them. France, a new combination, but well in the hunt.
Still early days, Poland have the lead. And here are Great Britain. Greg Searle at 3, Johnny, his brother, at 2, and those 2 men, remember, they were the Olympic champions in the cox pairs. That's no longer an Olympic event, so now they're looking for different honours as they flash through the first 500 metres. It's Poland, Italy, Australia on the far side, then Great Britain just about 4th ahead of France and Germany.
Yes, Great Britain, usually slow starters, are here moving much more fluently. They've been together for the last 6 or 7 weeks, day in, day out. They've really come on a lot. They've been performing very well, and in their semi-final they beat the world champions, Italy. Now they are stroke for stroke with the Italians, but it's Poland in front who won the other semi-final.
The Poles really trying to make every post a winning one, trying to do it the hard way. I just wonder whether they can sustain this throughout the whole of the race.
Well, they're a strong crew. They've been together for quite a while, and they've got tremendous power there in the leg drive. But it's Italy, the world champions, closest to us, who are putting them under pressure now as they come towards the 1,000-meter mark. Monati at stroke, good drive there, good horizontal drive, very little lift of the bodies, and a credit, this Italian crew and this Italian team, to Giuseppe Lamura, who is the new coach of the Italian squad. And Germany here, taking a quick look across, silver medalist at 2, Streppelhoff, who won the silver medal behind Redgrave and Pinsent in the pair last year, here now in the 4. And it's Poland now getting caught by Italy. Italy just moving past at 1,000 meters. Poland trying to hold them off, and on the far side, it's Australia, the awesome foursome, well in the hunt in this very, very strong field. Just look now, the Australian crew on the far side. Look how smooth they are, how sweetly their boat is moving with all the work going on in the foreground here. Australia there threatening, moving very, very nicely on the far side. And Britain just moving into the picture there, just about in 3rd place, moving into 3rd place, putting pressure also on the Poles and putting pressure on Italy.
So things really beginning to warm up now. The Poles are going to have all the challengers coming at them now, and still, in fact, now the Italians have got past, and it's Italy who lead from Poland. Britain are now into 3rd place. Australia are holding in 4th, and Monati just looks over, and he looks very much in charge now. This was the sort of performance we saw in Indianapolis when this crew came together. It was a big surprise, but they've really continued to progress, and the British now putting in their charge.
Well, the British won the semi-final from Italy. Perhaps it was a mistake to warn them of that finishing speed. Italy will be ready for them, but here they come again, Britain. They're moving right past Poland, and it's Italy and Great Britain now. Gold and bronze medalists from last year, head-to-head, past Poland now, and they are now pushing now for the last 500 meters. Still Italy holding them off, by about a quarter of a length.
And Poland, although they're in third place, still looking pretty strong and on course, at least, I think, for a medal. Australia seemingly not finding any more on the far side, and the same really applying to both France and Germany. It looks to be between these three crews. Italy in front, they have the call. Can Britain wind it up that little bit and do what they did in the semi-final? But Mornati's watching them like a hawk.
Yeah, Great Britain there. They are usually slower starters. That's why they have that finishing push. This time they've gone out much harder. Will they pay for it now? Are they going to be able to catch this very strong Italian crew? And it's 250 meters to go, and it's 6 feet in it.
Britain on the far side, Poland in between Britain and Italy. And it's between these three crews now that the medals will be decided. Italy being urged on by a really big army of supporters who've travelled across here, and they've got just about a quarter of a length over Great Britain, who are really trying to find yet another gear.
The British still coming, but they just can't make those 6 feet. Italy holding on. Britain raising the rate now. Tim Foster up to 42, up to 43. Still nothing in it there. Have they got past? Italy holding on. Italy's leg drive keeping them there. It's still 2 or 3 feet to Italy, and they've got there. Oh, what a fantastic finish, and it's Poland, the early leaders there, squeezed into third place, with France edging Australia into fifth, and Germany out of the picture. Germany just finishing now.
They really did hold off the British. 1:28.65 their time for the final quarter. Britain just 0.05 of a second quicker. And so the champions of 12 months ago retain their title. Britain, who took bronze in Indianapolis, now get the silver, and Poland take their first medal of the championships. Promises to be in the Olympic regatta 12 months from now.
Yeah, you've got Australia on the comeback trail there, the awesome foursome. You've got the British there, just a few more inches to make up, and they're going to be retiring from work through the winter and concentrating on that Olympic gold quest next year in Atlanta. But these are the guys who are the winners at the moment, and what a disciplined performance that was.
Italy, who topped the medal table in Indianapolis, well on their way here in Tampere once again to an impressive medal haul.